In this video, you'll learn how to edit a PDF on any device fast and easy. Whether you're using an iPhone, Android phone, Mac, or Windows PC, I'll show you the simplest ways to add text, fill out forms, sign documents, and make quick changes without complicated software. Number 1. Know what you can edit. Editing a PDF does not always mean the same thing. This is the first thing to understand, because most PDF problems come from expecting the file to work like a Word document. A PDF is made to keep the same layout on every device. That is why it looks the same on a phone, laptop, tablet, Mac, or PC. But because of that, editing a PDF can be a little different from editing a normal document. There are 3 main types of PDF editing. The first one is simple markup. This means adding text on top of the page, signing a document, adding check marks, highlighting, drawing lines, adding shapes, or placing a stamp like approved or sign here. This is usually fast, easy, and free on most devices. The second type is filling out a form. Some PDFs are made with real form fields, so you can tap or click inside a box and type your information. Other PDFs only look like forms, but they are actually flat pages. In that case, you need to add your own text boxes on top of the document. The third type is real editing. This means changing the original text that is already inside the PDF, replacing images, moving paragraphs, removing objects, or changing the layout. That usually needs a stronger PDF editor, and many advanced tools are paid. So before you start, ask yourself what you actually need to do. If you only need to add your name, sign a paper, fill out a form, highlight something, or add a note, you can usually do it for free. If you need to rewrite the original document, you may need to convert it, use a paid editor, or recreate the file from the original source. Number 2. Check the file first. Before editing any PDF, make a copy of the file. This sounds simple, but it saves a lot of problems. If you edit the original and something goes wrong, you may not be able to easily get the clean version back. On a computer, duplicate the file and work on the copy. On a phone, save it to Files, Google Drive, OneDrive, or another folder before you start changing it. Next, check what kind of PDF you have. Try selecting the text with your mouse or finger. If the text can be selected, copied, or highlighted, the PDF is probably text-based. That makes it much easier to fill, markup, search, or convert. If you cannot select any text, the PDF may be a scanned image. That means it is basically a picture of a page. You can still add text and signatures on top of it, but changing the original words is harder. For that, you need OCR, which means text recognition. OCR tries to read the scanned image and turn it into editable text, but it is not always perfect. Also check whether the file is protected. Some PDFs have restrictions that stop editing, copying, printing, or signing. If the file asks for a password, or if the editing tools are disabled, you may need permission from the person who created the document. Do not waste time trying random apps if the document is locked. First check whether you have the right version of the file. One more important point is privacy. If the PDF has personal information, school documents, financial details, medical information, business contracts, or anything sensitive, be careful with online PDF editors. Many online tools are useful, but you are uploading your document to a website. For private files, it is better to use built-in tools on your device or a trusted offline app. Number 3. Edit on Mac and iPhone. On a Mac, the fastest free tool is Preview. You do not need to download anything for basic PDF edits. Open the PDF by double-clicking it. If it opens in another app, right-click the file, choose Open With, and select Preview. Once the PDF is open, look for the markup button near the top of the window. This opens the tools you need. To add text, choose the Text tool, then type inside the text box. Drag the box to the correct place on the page. If the text is too big or too small, use the text style options to change the size, font, and alignment. The key is to zoom in before placing the text. If you place text while zoomed out, it may look correct from far away, but be slightly misaligned when someone reads the file closely. To sign a PDF on Mac, open the Markup toolbar and choose the Signature tool. You can create a signature using the trackpad, the camera, or sometimes another Apple device. The camera method is useful if you sign your name on white paper and hold it up to the camera. After saving the signature, click it, place it on the document, resize it with the handles, and move it exactly where it needs to go. Preview also lets you draw, highlight, add shapes, add arrows, and add notes. These tools are best for comments, corrections, and simple visual marks. When you are done, save the file, but also check the final page before sending it. Make sure the signature is not covering important text, the date is correct, and every required box is filled. On iPhone, use Markup. Open the PDF from Files, Mail, Messages, or another supported app. Tap the Markup icon. You can draw with a pen tool, highlight, erase, or tap the plus button to add text, a signature, or shapes. If you need to fill a flat form, add a text box and move it over the blank line or empty field. For signatures, use your finger to create one, then place it on the document. The most common iPhone mistake is editing too fast on a small screen. Zoom in before typing, because small alignment mistakes are easy to miss. Also use undo if you place something in the wrong spot. After finishing, save the edited PDF and open it again before sending. This quick check helps catch missing fields, wrong dates, and text boxes that shifted slightly. Number 4. Edit on Windows and Android. On a Windows PC, you have a few easy options. For basic work, start with your browser. Microsoft Edge and Google Chrome can open PDFs, and modern browser PDF tools can handle simple tasks like viewing, highlighting, drawing, taking notes, and filling forms. Open the PDF, look at the toolbar, and check for options like text, draw, highlight, comment, or fill. After making changes, use Save or Print to PDF to create the finished copy. For more reliable form filling and signatures, use Adobe Acrobat Reader. The free reader is enough for many common tasks, like filling out forms, adding a signature, commenting, and saving the document. Open the PDF in Acrobat Reader, choose the Fill and Sign option. Click where you need to type, enter your text, then place check marks or signatures where required. If the document has real form fields, you can click through them and type directly. If it is a flat form, you can still place text boxes manually. One useful tool in Acrobat is the Stamp tool. Stamps are helpful when you need to mark a document as approved, reviewed, completed, or sign here. They are not necessary for every PDF, but they can make business or school paperwork clearer. Just be careful not to stamp over important text. On Android, there is no single built-in PDF editor that works the same on every phone, because Android devices can be different depending on the brand and apps installed. For simple form filling, Google Drive can fill some PDF forms on Android. Open the PDF in Google Drive, look for the Edit or Form Filling option, enter the information, then save the file. If the form filling option does not appear, the PDF may not have fillable fields. For a more consistent Android method, use Adobe Acrobat Reader Mobile. This is the better replacement for the older Adobe Fill and Sign app, because that separate app has been retired. In Acrobat Reader Mobile, open the PDF, choose the Fill and Sign tools, tap where you need to type, add your text, and use your finger or stylus to create a signature. Then share the finished file by email, cloud storage, or messaging app. The main Android mistake is downloading too many random PDF apps. Many apps promise free editing, but some are full of ads, locked features, or confusing export options. Start with Google Drive or Acrobat Reader first. Only look for another app if you need a very specific feature, like page reordering, OCR, or full text editing. Number 5. Handle bigger edits. If you need to change the original text inside a PDF, the process is different. Adding a text box on top of the page is not the same as editing the real text. It may work for filling blanks, but it is not the best solution if you need to rewrite a paragraph, fix a typo inside the original text, or change the layout. The best option is to edit the original document if you have it. For example, if the PDF was created from Word, Google Docs, Pages, PowerPoint, or another program, open the original file, make the changes there, and export a new PDF. This gives the cleanest result because the formatting stays under your control. If you do not have the original file, try converting the PDF to a document format. Text-based PDFs usually convert better than scanned PDFs. You can open the PDF in a tool that supports conversion, turn it into a Word document or another editable format, make your changes, Then export it back to PDF. After converting, always check the layout. Fonts, spacing, tables, page breaks, and images can move. Never assume the converted version is perfect. For scanned PDFs, use OCR before editing. OCR can recognize text from images, but it can make mistakes, especially with small fonts, handwriting, old scans, low-quality images, or unusual layouts. After OCR, read the important parts carefully. A single wrong letter in a name, number, address, or date can create problems. For page-level edits, the tools are different again. If you need to rotate pages, delete pages, combine PDFs, split one PDF into separate files, or reorder pages, use page management tools. On Mac, Preview can handle some of this with page thumbnails. You can drag pages, delete pages, rotate pages, and combine files by using the sidebar. On Windows, mobile, or browser-based workflows, you may need Acrobat tools, browser tools, or a trusted PDF service. The simple rule is this: use markup tools for quick edits. Use form tools for forms. Use conversion or a full PDF editor for original text changes. Use page tools for organizing pages. Choosing the right tool saves time and avoids messy results. Number 6. Avoid common mistakes. The biggest mistake is thinking a PDF is fully editable by default. It is not. A PDF is more like a finished page than a draft document. You can mark it up quickly, but deep changes often require conversion, OCR, or advanced software. Another mistake is not checking the final file on another device. A PDF may look fine in the editor, but before sending it, open the saved version again. Check it at normal zoom and close zoom. Make sure the text is readable, the signature is in the right place, the check marks are inside the boxes, and no important content is covered. Also, check the file name. Do not send a file named copy, final, or new document if it is going to a teacher, client, office, or company. Rename it clearly with your name, the form name, and the date if needed. This makes it easier for the other person to understand what they received. Be careful with signatures. A simple drawn signature is fine for many everyday documents, but some official documents may require a specific digital signature, a verified e-signature service, a witness, or a handwritten signature on paper. If the document gives specific signing instructions, follow those instructions instead of guessing. Another common issue is covering original text with a white box to hide something. That may look hidden on the screen, but it is not the same as secure redaction. Real redaction permanently removes information. If you need to remove private information from a PDF, use a proper redaction tool, not just a shape placed over the text. Before you finish, go through a quick checklist. Confirm that you edited a copy, not the only original. Confirm that every required field is filled. Confirm that names, dates, numbers, and email addresses are correct. Confirm that the signature and initials are placed where needed. Confirm that the file opens normally after saving. Confirm that the file is not too large to send. If the PDF contains private information, confirm that you are using a safe app or local device tool instead of uploading it to an unknown website. For fast everyday PDF editing, built-in tools are usually enough. Use Preview on Mac, Markup on iPhone, Browser Tools or Acrobat Reader on Windows, and Google Drive or Acrobat Reader on Android. For bigger edits, use the original document, convert the PDF carefully, or use a full PDF editor when the job requires it.